Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for November. This month begins in style, with Mercury, the planet of communication, vacating the sign of Libra on the 2nd, where she's been located for 10 long weeks. This is a much longer transit than usual due to a retrograde. The usual transit is 21 days, but for you it's been stuck in a part of your horoscope which may have created irritation or perhaps a brittleness around some of your relationships. But the Sun, of course, is receiving Mercury and is already located in your sector of relating. The two are going to be cooperating by week 3 of this month in a way which can help you to really make some fine connections with the people who really count. In fact, the sparkling new moon, the Scorpio new moon, which occurs on the 11th, forges a delicious link with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, which is in the most joyous, self-expressive part of your horoscope. So if you find yourself just feeling that much more optimistic about how you connect with people or meeting someone new this month, it really wouldn't be a surprise. But Venus, the planet of relating, and also Mars, the planet of sexuality, well, they're in a much more precise part of your horoscope from the 9th and the 13th respectively. And that's just saying to you that although you can start this month feeling very hopeful about how all this can play out, you do need to be aware that, say in a live-in relationship, a fair division of the domestic chores and awareness of each other's work pressures and just working at it from a more nitty-gritty level are going to be important for overall harmony and unity. But the key as this month goes on is the role of Saturn. Because Saturn's in the part of your horoscope that's to do with your long-term resources. It's about true commitments. It's about getting beneath the surface of situations to really understand what they mean. And one income stream might start to dry up a bit as this month draws to a close. And it's very important that you're realistic about this. Neptune, the planet of dreams, is in the most idealistic part of your horoscope, but it's clashing with Saturn all month, but particularly from the middle of the month, and by the end of the month it's all out at war basically. And these two can really aggravate each other because Saturn's about structure, Neptune is about washing away, and it's a rather distorting, confusing kind of influence. So when it comes to your financial affairs, do be very realistic about what you can achieve. So if you are negotiating with someone this month, do try to understand what their motives are. I think it's going to get easier to discover what they may be once Mercury and the Sun move on the 21st and the 22nd, also into Sagittarius. And you're asked to dig deep down underneath the surface, to be much more explorative, to really understand your own deeper motives and those of anyone else you're involved with. If there has been someone that's really been impressing you romantically, it's not what they say that counts, but what they really mean. And that's what you're going to be trying to work out as this month comes to a close. Because the full moon on the 25th suggests that money or lack of intimacy can be an issue in a long-term relationship, or with somebody new, whether it's in a business or more of a romantic context, as the Sun and also Mercury are affected by Saturn themselves in a restrictive way and also square up to Neptune. I do feel the final week of this month suggests you may have to really re-look at a situation that up until now perhaps you've been hoping will just resolve itself. And the only way to sort this out is by being utterly realistic about what the facts and figures are. Don't let any high hopes change the way life is. We have to accept it as it is, even if sometimes it's a struggle. If we're too optimistic, as you may find yourself being at times this month, you may have to alter your approach as the month comes to an end in quite a sudden way. So do be factual and do be very scrutinising of what anyone else tells you around financial issues or even around what they feel about you from a romantic viewpoint. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.